Hello, I'm Clive Gidney from clivegidneyphotography.com and welcome to Photography Made Simple. Now, I was only thinking the other day about what do you do when you're just not feeling that creative? What are some of the ideas that I can give you to go out and try to get your creative juices flowing? Well, over the weekend I was in Birmingham doing some street photography. I was trying out this lens, which is the Olympus 17mm. Which is a 35mm equivalent. It's an f1.8 lens, so it's nice and fast, it's nice compact, it's a great lens for street photography, it's quite unobtrusive, people don't see you sticking a massive great lens in their faces. So I was out taking pictures with this, and I was down by the Bullring. Now, if you don't know the Bullring, it's a shopping area in Birmingham, and between the two halves of the Bullring is this huge bronze bull that's been cast and put there as a statue, and it's quite dramatic. And so I was there watching all the tourists having their photos taken or taking selfies and this sort of thing, and I thought there's a bit of a project I can do here to do some creative stuff. So I've got my fixed focal length lens, which encourages you to walk around and move and compose your shot, which a zoom lens doesn't, because you can just stand in one place and zoom in and out. So first thing is, when I'm thinking about improving my creativity, get a fixed focal length lens, and then I just wander around my subject, taking shots from different angles, watching what's going on, and generally see what I can get. Now, it doesn't always work. Sometimes you get a good shot, sometimes you don't. But let's have a look at a few of the shots that I got, some of which have worked and some of which haven't. So this was one I quite like, this shot. We've got these three guys taking a selfie here. You've got the bull in the background, and you've got this little kid here, which adds a little bit of interest to the picture as he's looking under what's going on there. Now, again, capturing the right moment is critical, and I've just been a fraction late here. They've taken their picture. The girl here is now no longer looking at the camera. The guy here is starting to walk off. The lady who's taken the photo is starting to walk off. So a fraction earlier, that would have been great, but I just didn't get the timing right. And sometimes it's just a question of waiting for a group to arrange themselves. So here, I quite like this because you've got the lady with the camera, camera phone here, but this particular lady here is looking somewhere else, and it doesn't work quite as well. So I waited a moment. I've also moved my angle. You'll see I've got down a bit lower, and I've moved a little bit to the right, and now we've got this girl here with the camera taking a picture of the three of them. They're all looking at the camera, and that one works quite nicely. The bull here looking right at me rather menacingly. Here again, little boy having his photo taken by his mum, and we've got the bull. I've moved in a bit closer, got in a bit lower. The 35mm lens, it tends to give you these sort of dramatic shots and enlarge things in the foreground, so that's why the bull's quite dramatic there. Again, another one that could have worked but didn't. I quite like the two kids. They got nice colourful outfits on, but I couldn't get an angle. I tried a few from round to the side here at a different angle, but then you hadn't got the bull looking towards the camera, so it didn't really work. Again, here's one that I've been a bit too late. I don't know whether this is mum or grandma, I'm not sure, and I've lost the picture of the girl here. So it's all a question of timing. This one, again, I quite like it. We've got the lady here, we've got the image on her camera, but the camera's just not that separated from the guy in the background, which just doesn't quite make it. This is my favourite of the ones that I took. You know, you've got a few people in the background, you show it's a busy area, the bull's very dramatic. I like the way this girl's leaning back, so you've got a lead line coming in here, you've got a lead line going in here. It's very obvious what they're doing, and for me that was the best one of the bunch. And often when I'm doing these sort of things, you may only get one or two shots that you really like. So that's what I do. As I say, fixed focal length, get a subject, and most towns have got something where the tourists go to have their pictures taken. It might be the town hall, it might be a statue like this, it might be, I don't know, if you go to Stratford-on-Avon, you know, you've got statues of Shakespeare and things like that. It might be an opera house, it might be whatever, but you'll find a place where the tourists are congregating, and there are loads of them milling around having their pictures taken, either doing the selfie thing or whatever. So you have to be a bit patient, you have to keep trying, working at it, but you know, it encourages you to think, and you'll get something a bit different. So have fun with that, take a few photos, post them down below, share your results. I'll look forward to seeing them. Bye for now.